Michigan, Waldo Stadium. Another season of EA Sports College Football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the South Alabama Jaguars and the Western Michigan Broncos. Reese Davis, David Collins, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Broncos head coach before the game, and he is so excited to be back at his alma mater. He said that they have so much potential, he understands the culture and what makes this place unique. They were in the top 25 last season, but he believes with the right recruiting and the right buy-in from the program, they can be in the top 10 or even better, maybe the playoffs this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Broncos kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Using his feet. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Dropping back, it's Jacobs. Looking for a huge play. Brings it down on the right side. Off to the races. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Jaguars!
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
On the move from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this team right now has got to be in some shell shock, right? I mean, you can't start any worse. Your defense allows a touchdown on the opening drive, and on your offensive first play,
he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, South Alabama. Great job by the back on the option. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got a man. It's Parks. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Going for it all. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
Got it in the middle. It's Parks.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They'll leave it with the lone back. Makes it past the marker. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Scanning the field, it's Jacobs. Finds his man, it's Phillips. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Give to the running back. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch. And then
There's some room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! And they take it in for 6 more points.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Parks. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
He's going to run it. He's out past the 35. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Parks. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to free.
Touchdown, Broncos! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The Jaguars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Phillips. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to throw, it's Jacobs. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Get it out on the screen. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. A great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Maybe some room here. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's at the 10. Touchdown, South Alabama. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run.
Number 98 set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. To the air, it's Lowry. Catch in the middle, it's Buckley. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Off the play fake on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run inside, it's Phillips. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The Jaguars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Defense looks as if it's coming. Back to throw, it's Jacobs. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Trying play action. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Here we go, ready.
Back to throw, it's Lowry. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Broncos in the hurry-up.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep.
Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And they tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Marion. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. Got the first himself. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
With the catch, it's Phillips. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Right down the middle. Complete to the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Jacobs. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Jaguars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. Pushed down for the tackle. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on it.
And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. And it's no good. He missed it. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame, taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback.
And it's the Fighting Irish, looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Bringing it back.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
The Jaguars have it with a first and goal. In the red area, it's Phillips. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this.
He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And they'll take over first and 10.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Jacobs. Looking to the big tight end. Got a wide open receiver.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field.
Might have a chance. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Jaguars trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Jaguars! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
41, Western Michigan, 14.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to...
Maybe a crease. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They go to the ground, and he'll be brought down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Running inside, it's Phillips. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And the Jaguars look to keep this drive humming.
Here we go. Where did he go?
The give to the back.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Finding an escape route. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The Jaguars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The run inside. It's Phillips. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looking to throw, it's Lowry. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Now the pitch. Got a little grass. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The Broncos are in the hurry up.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
On the option. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Got enough for the first. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. It's Lowry. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Oh, the attempt is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at. With us from Austin. Hands it off. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Manning makes the catch. It's Wingo. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw. It's Manning. He wants to take the top off. Grounds it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the heat. And you'll race it to the house. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Smothers. Got enough space. Touchdown. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Here's Arch to throw. The short hands, it's Townsend. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front, and they're able to get to the quarterback.
He's got an open man. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time, late in the season, when you can go win those individual awards.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Arch is going to throw for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's incomplete. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air. It's Manning. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Make it! They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Manning on play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. The Razorbacks take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. It's complete on the right side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown! The Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To throw, Manning. Sets up the screen. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Snags it, and he's open. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Manning to the air again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. 4th down, Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender. They'll start on the ground with Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. Here's Manning to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's the pressure, and they got it.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Now the Longhorns will call the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He'll take it himself. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Quickly to the tight end. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there off. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now, couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Picks up the first down. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Running inside. It Smothers. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of... This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking for space, it smothers. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. Slips through the line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's wrapped up after a... And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Throwing Manning. Caught near the sticks. It's Townsend. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Manning with a play fake.
Defense is
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Across the 45. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Arch Madness. Rushes on him. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man. This crowd really affecting the football game.
Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. Under fire. And it's a sack.
Hey, defense just got given a gift. They'll take that all day. You want to keep backpedaling as a QB? We'll keep pursuing you, and we'll sack you, and we'll force you almost out of field goal range.
Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Unleashes one deep. Another incompletion on third down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like,
I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters and a lot.
Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Manning. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Looking left. Hauls it in. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Under fire. Trying to buy time. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he strides it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together.
He wants to go deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Here's Arch to throw. It's complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They go play action with Manning. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just a 4th. Touchdown, Texas! Grab this. Quarterback making adjustments. Arch is going to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And they got it.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
To the air. It's Manning. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect it.
Upstairs to make the catch. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the heat. Still looking for a man. He's going to take off. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
On target. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To throw, Manning. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that.
He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Longhorns will punt this one away. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it. And the punt team gets down there. Here comes the Texas offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like,
what a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins.
Here's a little room, headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Here's Manning to throw. Touchdown, Longhorn! They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Smothers. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On his way back from the 20. Couldn't get. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. The #1 team in the country, and if they're the best team, they'll have to prove it with a late drive on the road. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down 1 score. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Goes to the option. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas!
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Hand off for Brown. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll run it. It's Smothers. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short drive. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead. And the week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.